Welcome to Inside Taiwan. I'm Veronica Lin. Headline news: the draft bill for the Forward-Looking Infrastructure Development Program Special Act finally passed its third reading in the Legislative Yuan after political parties reached a compromise. The program's timeline and budget have been reduced from 8 years and 890 billion NT dollars to 4 years and 420 million NT dollars, but it can be extended once the 4 years are over. After passing the Forward-Looking Infrastructure Development Program bill, the Executive Yuan will meet on July 10th to pass a special budget of over 100 billion NT dollars for the first phase. However, 3 new additions to the bill addressing the low birth rate, food safety, and personnel cultivation will only receive very small budget allocations. Unhappy with this decision, the Kuomintang caucus said if the ratios aren't raised, there is no need for Premier Lin Quan to give his upcoming brief. The current premier is under scrutiny, while former premier Hao Bo-chun is also attracting attention. Hao Bo-chun and other retired high-ranking military officers recently traveled to China to attend an academic symposium on the history of the Second Sino-Japanese War. In response to this sensitive issue, the Executive Yuan passed amendments to the act that governs regulations for retired high-ranking military officials going to China to ensure the protection of classified information. Talking about China, the marks for Chinese students coming to study undergraduate degrees in Taiwan were announced. This year, 101 universities accepted 944 Chinese students, 700 less than last year. However, the Overseas Chinese Student Association said that this was because China limited the approved number to 1,000 people, less than half of last year's over 2,000. Taiwan is trying to attract more Chinese students, while on the other side, more Taiwanese students are attracted to study in China, as China's Ministry of Education will lower the required test score for Taiwan high school students applying to Chinese universities starting in October. The Ministry of Education's Department of Higher Education believes this move is an attempt to steal Taiwanese students and will end up affecting Taiwan's higher education. In 2013, the Special Investigation Division of the Supreme Prosecutor's Office indicted former legislative speaker Wang Jinping for influence peddling. The case extended to then Taiwan High Prosecutor's Office prosecutor Lin Xiutao and her daughter, who were illegally wiretapped by then Prosecutor General Huang Shiming and 3 others. The court ordered Huang to pay Lin 300,000 NT dollars, which was appealed. The second ruling came down on July 5th in favor of Lin, but lowering compensation to $100,000. The Centers for Disease Control announced a new confirmed case of Japanese encephalitis, the first this year in Changhua County and the 9th case in Taiwan this year. A 51-year-old man suffered from fever, sleepiness, and other symptoms and is still in hospital for treatment. The CDC reminds the public that July is the peak of Japanese encephalitis epidemic and should pay attention in preventing mosquito bites in rural areas. Welcome back, I'm Veronica Lin. The Taipei City Council has just passed the Autonomous Housing Tax Bill. Properties for sale that get their usage license starting in July but are not sold within 3 years will be taxed at a rate of 1.5%. The law can also be retroactively applied to properties that have not been sold since July 2014. In regards to the passage of the law, Taipei City Mayor Ke Wen-je said in an interview that he was ambushed. On the topic of environmental protection, the Tsai Ing-wen administration has set a goal of increasing renewable energy generation to 20% by 2025, or in 8 years' time. Recently, representatives from a German electric utility company came to Taiwan to share their experiences. They encourage civic power plants to enter the renewable energy industry. To promote the policy of cutting plastic consumption, the Taipei City Government Department of Environmental Protection and the supermarkets are now cooperating to promote environmental bags with a deposit. That is, shoppers can pay a deposit of $40 to rent a bag and retrieve the deposit upon returning the bag within 1 month. It is estimated that over 1 year, this can reduce the use of at least 2 million plastic bags. Welcome back to Inside Taiwan. Let's take a look at what's happening in Taiwan's cultural scene. Thank you for watching Inside Taiwan. I'm Veronica Lin. Have a great day.